Taking a deep breath in through your nose, filling yourself up completely and exhaling through your mouth fully. Taking another beautiful deep breath in through your nose, filling up every cell in your body and completely exhaling through your mouth all the stress, all the old energy, exhaling out completely. One more beautiful deep breath in through your nose, expanding your body, filling yourself up, and exhale completely through your mouth. Completely relax your body, keeping aside all the tensions, stress of the day, completely dedicating this 1 hour to yourself, to the well-being of your mind and body and spirit. Center yourself in your heart space. Take slow breaths from your heart, tuning into your heart's intelligence. See yourself in a beautiful ball of energy in your heart space, moving all the way down to your legs, coming out of the soles of your feet, going down to Mother Earth, grounding you, anchoring you completely, moving all the way down to the center of the earth. Feeling completely grounded. Taking in the beautiful energy, golden energy of Mother Earth, thanking the Mother Earth for supporting us, for always being there for us, nurturing us. Coming up with this beautiful golden energy all the way up to your feet, all the way to your heart space. From up above your head, high up above, see a beautiful white light falling towards your head. The divine energy present in the universe, allowing it to come through the top of your head into your body, filling up your face, neck, shoulder, all the way to your heart space. See a beautiful blend of this golden and white energy in your heart space, spreading in your heart space, expanding you, anchoring you between the sky and the earth. Now connect to everyone sitting here in a circle. Connect to everyone's heart space, knowing that we are all one and we are all part of the divine consciousness. Invoking the blessings of all the divine cosmic energies around us. To be able to build a relationship with ourselves, the one that is the strongest, healthiest, for the highest and best of all of us, and all connected to us, directly or indirectly. So be it, so be it, so be it. Take another beautiful deep breath in and completely exhale through your mouth. And slowly and gently open your eyes. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another beautiful Moon Circle. Such a joy to see all of you. We get excited, Naina and I get excited admitting people. Yay! We have all these people coming to our circle. So, yeah, thank you so much. It means a lot. Every single time we say it, but we mean it. And every single time we mean it. I mean, you guys are so precious, and thank you so much for coming. So the new moon is in the sign Pisces. Pisces, as you all know, is a water sign. So first of all, we have to learn to flow like water, be water, learn to flow. And also it's a very intuitive sign. So connecting to yourself is very, very important. And of course, it's a time for manifestation. As we know, all new moon energy is connected to manifestation. So it is indeed a beautiful time to know what you want. Most of us, we do so many things without even knowing, what do I really want? So be very conscious and aware of what you want in life, and work on manifesting whatever it is that you want. So this is a beautiful time for that. And the sign Pisces is of intuition, spirituality. So as we all are on this path of the spiritual path of knowing ourselves and connecting to our higher purpose, this is actually a beautiful time to dedicate to that. I know I don't have to specifically say that, because we are already on it, and we are always working on ourselves. So just keep at it. Just keep working on yourself. So that is about the new moon in general, but we have taken up the topic of relationships. My God, such an intense
Yes,
topic.
February being the
Everything
month
comes
of
down.
relations and love.
Exactly. February being the month of love, we thought, let's talk about relationships. I think no matter what we do, people come with, and the healers here will know that people come with issue. I have a issue with my job. I have issue with this, that, work. It'll all come down to relationship. At the end of the day, it is a relationship issue, but we think it is a career issue. We think it is all starting with relationship that we had with our parents, right? That is our first relationship. That is where we learned relationship from. So it all comes down to that, and relationship is very, very important. Your relationships in your life reflect your inner world, is a mirror to what you are carrying inside. And that is why relationships are actually the perfect space for healing, because they trigger you the most, right? It's the closest people that trigger you the most. It's your husband or your wife or your child or a best friend. Other people can't really trigger you. Just a random person, a stranger on the road, will not trigger you. If they are triggering you, then you have a lot of work on yourself. Okay. So it's usually the close relationships. So actually the close relationships we have in our life are there just for that, to show us where we need to heal. Okay, what is it that we are lacking in our life? where are we operating from? So today we decided to take up this topic and we asked everybody questions. So we are sharing whatever we have learned and seen with clients and experienced, from our classes and from our sharings with other healers and all that. So what we need to understand is there is no one common rule for everyone. Okay. The most common rule is work on yourself. That's the common. But other than that, we all come with our own issues. We all come with our own trauma. So it is different for different people. So I cannot say you are facing this problem with this, so that applies to all other people. Okay. But generally, we can say certain things, and that is what we are going to talk about today. So we'll take up a couple of questions that we received, and we'll start with that. Right, Naina? We'll go ahead with.
Yes. We have taken main 5 questions, and all the answers will be related. All the questions will be answered around this. Whatever the questions
Yes,
are, we can break it down into all these 5 questions. So we will
exactly.
start with questions first, then we
Yeah.
will move into a process then.
So
Okay.
I'll read out
So
the question without
yes,
taking the name of the person who asked. Okay. So because it's not just for one person, right? It's for all of us. When we share, it benefits everybody. So this is a question. I have a doubt. How do we maintain our self-love? Sharing an experience. She shared an experience. It's about a friend whom she helped to do her B.Ed course, and she's known to her for 7 years. Then for the job, the friend was after her and asked for help to put the contact, forward the CV and everything. So she tried her best, but that the friend got the job on her own. Okay, though she tried and put the CV to many places, the friend got the job on her own. Now the friend is not talking to her. Okay. Now the friend doesn't pick up her call. She cuts the phone. And when they meet outside somewhere, she doesn't talk to her. Okay. So she feels people are taking advantage of her. And I forgive her and I'm okay. But in such situations, I am confused. I'm not loving myself, or am I doing too much? I am not able to really understand the selfishness and self love. Where do I have to make a change? So basically, I think we all have this issue of what exactly is self love, right? Because most of the time, when we focus on self love, it is seen as selfishness. God, so selfish. She's only thinking about herself. Selfishness and self centeredness is one. Being self centered is different from self love. Self love comes from compassion. When we have self love, we are not only compassionate to ourselves, we are compassionate to others also. It's not like we don't care. Usually, in selfishness and self centeredness, you always get the vibe of, I don't care about other people. I only care about myself. But those who are truly in self love, operating from self love, they truly care about other people just as much as they care about themselves. So you will see there's a big compassion over there. That is what self love is. It will not be cutting people off, it will be including people, but including yourself in that. You will not sabotage yourself for others. You will also be in that space of compassion. Okay, so that is mainly the difference between self-love and selfishness. So in this space where she feels that this person is not, so you can see that there is a little bit of a lack of a boundary there. Okay, the boundaries are very important. And this person, why do you feel you're being used? So there is something to look into that. Otherwise, if this is not a trigger, you would do your part and you will forget about it. Okay. What the other person does is that person's trauma or that person's issue. You will not take it personal. You will be like, I did what I had to do. I gave my best in this space. Now this person is moved out. Maybe my role in her life is over. it will not trigger you. When it triggers you and you feel you're being taken advantage of, there is something for you to look into. Okay, maybe you feel used. Where is that coming from? Do you have that pattern? When we get triggered, always look at that. Do I have this pattern with other people? Do I always feel used? And you will see that you have a pattern, because it will not be an isolated incident. You will see that, oh, I feel used with my spouse. I do feel used with my children. So, most probably, you have a belief which stemmed from childhood that I am used or I am always taken advantage of. Okay, so that is where we have to work. Once that belief changes and once that aspect heals, no matter what other people do, it will not affect you. So in this case, it is purely that person's trauma that is being projected. You have done your best and you can actually leave it there. But you really need to work on, I am being taken advantage of. That is a space you have to work on. Otherwise, whoever comes into your life, you will be left with this feeling. Only the person will change. That's why we always say, when we try in relationships, you get out of one, immediately you get into the next one. Your experience will be the same. It's just that person has changed. So the healing for you in this thing is your boundaries, setting boundaries. Okay, where is your need of going out of your way to do something for somebody? Is it for acceptance? Is it because you wanted to be loved by this person? Is it because you wanted to people please? What is your intention behind doing things? Always analyze that. I want to do this for that person. I want to do a lot of charity work. I really want to go and help people, underprivileged people. Where is it coming from? Do I want to look good in front of people? Do I want to be a good person in society? Your intention matters. So where is that need coming from? Why am I going out of my way to help this person? Okay, so then we get offended when we don't get that in return, right? Because we had an expectation from that person while doing all of this for that person. So these are the things that you can look into this. One is the belief of I am being taken advantage of. You have to set your boundaries, and self-love is working with compassion towards yourself, not selfishness and self-centeredness. Self-love is being there for yourself and others. Okay, but you have to clearly know where to draw the line, not going all the way there where the other person is not even meeting you halfway. Okay, so this is the first question. I hope it is clear, everybody. Can you hear me? You
Yes,
can,
we
right?
can hear. We lost in between.
Okay, and something showed
Now,
unstable. So, yeah. Naina, you want to add something to this?
I will add in the end. Towards the
Okay,
end, I will.
all right. So the second question we have is how to identify a healthy relationship and a trauma bonded relationship. Okay, so this is one a kind of relationship we see quite often these days, trauma bonding. Trauma bonding is where you never feel fully safe with that person. Okay. In trauma bonding, what happens is I know that if you threaten to leave relationship, the person will even fall at your feet and say, I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. I'll never do it again. But they will do it again. Okay. So this is a trauma bonding. And why is it a bonding? Because the person who is a victim of trauma bonding, for that person, this space is very familiar. They don't know to get out of it. That is a familiarity is safety for them. So their concept of safety is in that familiar space. I know how bad this person can get. So I know the space. And they don't even believe that they deserve better. So they get stuck in that. Because the moment they think that they can leave and go out of the space, this person will change. And this person will repeat that cycle. So trauma bonding is when you are going in a loop. You're constantly stuck in that pattern of good, bad, bad, good, bad. You're never breaking that cycle. You're constantly, the victims will not even listen to family members or friends. The people outside can see it, can see what's happening. But people inside that will always say, no, they're good. It's just sometimes, they do like, but that's actually a trauma bond where you actually have a sense of safety in that unsafe environment. So one is you've not worked on your self-worth. You don't believe that you deserve someone who is stable and safe. Okay. So that is, and then it goes in loops. That is a trauma bonding. Patterns are not broken. So you can see that this person will say something, but he will never act that way. He'll constantly go back to that. So that is not a healthy relationship. So healthy relationship is we can all make mistakes. We can all make big mistakes, but it's about correcting that and moving forward, right? When you apologize, your actions should speak that. When I say sorry, my action should show that I'm actually sorry and I will not repeat it, right? So healthy relationship is not one which is perfect, which has no issues, no flaws, no fights. That's not a healthy relationship. Healthy relationship is where two people are willing to communicate their issues and move to the next level, where you meet at a common ground, the middle ground, and you discuss your problems and you move forward. It is not one without problems. It is one where you are aware of where you come from. And the same way you're aware that the person opposite to you is also coming with their own issues. Right? We all come with our own issues, with our own belief systems. So the conscious relationship, like Naina will talk about a little later, that we are focusing on today is about communicating and being aware of where I come from and where you come from. And can we talk about this and move forward? Can we resolve it and move forward? So trauma bonding, nothing like this happens. You are stuck in patterns, constantly going back and forth, hot and cold. One day you feel loved, next day you don't feel loved. So that is a very, very, very unhealthy pattern. And usually, most of the time, narcissistic people find it difficult to change. So the people in a trauma bonding or narcissistic relationship should really work on self-worth and um, step out of such relationships, because they actually, once you realize your self-worth and believe that you deserve better, you will automatically step out of such relationships. Okay, so that is about trauma bonding and
I
healthy
will add on
relationship.
to it. I will add on
Yeah.
a little bit to it. Okay, so whenever you have come to us for sessions, we always ask yourself, what is happening in your body? How are you feeling it? What is happening in your body? Right? So, when we are going through trauma, we don't know what is really I'm feeling when I met this person. It can be our trauma response. The anxiety, the fear which we are experiencing, it can be our trauma response. But if we work on our traumas and release our traumas from our body, then this body will act as a GPS. Our intuition will improve. Then what we experience, even if we meet new people, we can look into ourselves, what is happening in my body? Is my body expanding or contracting? Is my body feeling safe when I meet this person? From there also we can identify, is it going into a healthy relationship? Is it good for me? Even a random person we meet outside, uh, we are not just talking about very close relationship. On a daily basis, we associate with different people. We have our colleagues, we have our boss, we have so many relationships, not just the romantic love relationship. We associate with different kinds of people. If I associate with this person, is it good for me? How will we understand it? In the initial meetings, look into our body. What am I feeling in my body? How do I experience it? Am I feeling safe? The sense of safety. If we are not worked on our traumas, it can be our trauma responses. But to understand, is it my trauma or is it my intuition speaking? First, we need to clear our own traumas. Okay, so this is the answer for second part of the question. How do we identify? One thing, look into your pattern. Second thing, work on your traumas, release from your body, build a safe environment for yourself, then you will understand. In whatever relationships we go into, we will understand it. Okay, that's it.
Thank you, Naina. Thanks. Yeah. So I'll take one more question and then Naina will answer the others. So this is okay. This question is, how do we forgive an ex who has broken your heart and maybe cheated on you and abandoned you and has not even apologized to you? Uh, it is a very, very difficult one. It is a very painful situation that you can be in. First of all, what I want to say about this is we do talk a lot about forgiveness in all our spiritual classes and everything, but forgiveness will not happen unless we are ready to forgive. Okay, no matter how hard we try, we cannot force ourselves to forgive. It's like for me personally, if I talk about forgiveness and letting go, I have always experienced that if you focus on forgiveness and focus on letting go, you are actually entangled with it more. Okay, I have to forgive this person, I have to somehow forgive, means your energy is invested in that space. Instead, if you keep working on in this situation, your self-worth, of course, self-esteem, self-respect, everything is really at the rock bottom. Okay, so when you actually work on these things and when you start believing in what I truly deserve and move forward in life, the letting go and the forgiveness is a byproduct of that. Okay, it automatically happens. We don't have to really put in a lot of energy on forgiveness. When we work on ourselves, when we really focus on the things that are working for us, be in that gratitude and look at where we actually lost the self-respect. Where did I lose it? When did I lose it? With my relationship with my father and mother, where did I lose that self-respect and self-worth? When we look into that and when we start healing that, then this becomes just another chapter in your life. And this person has actually come to trigger your biggest wound, your biggest trauma. And that is where you start your healing from. And then when you move on, this is like nothing. This letting go, forgiveness, all that happens. Of course, you can spend some time on that energy of forgiveness, but it shouldn't be too much of, I have to, don't think that the one day when you wake up and say that, oh my God, I'm going to forgive this person and it's going to happen and you're going to be free. No, you're actually stuck, trapped in that energy of having to somehow forgive. And you think the moment you forgive, you are liberated. No, you become liberated when you know your own value. You become liberated when you have the courage to stand up and say, enough is enough. I'm not going to take on any of these projections anymore. Because life will always happen. but it's about how resilient you are and how gracefully you pick yourself up and stand up, right? Then all of these are just chapters. That's not your story. So in most of these cases, the one thing, the three things in your life that you have to see when you're going through something is, one is, what is my experience? What is my awareness of this experience? And what is my story based on this experience? This story that you make out of this whole incident, the story about yourself, will mostly tell you what your pattern is. The meaning you make it out about yourself. Every time, this is why we say, what does this mean to you? What does this mean about you? Forget the other person. This person did this person cheated on me, abandoned me. What does that say about you? Oh, maybe I'm not lovable. There you go. There you go. That is what we have to work on. Nobody's ever unlovable. At the core of your being, you are love. Every one of us is love. And what is stopping us from experiencing that is our patterns, limiting beliefs, all the baggage that we are carrying with us prevents us from seeing that core of who we are. The moment we get in touch with that, we are able to see people as, yeah, they're coming from their own limiting beliefs. It has nothing to do with me, and you're able to take it like that. No more triggers. It will not trigger you. You're able to see people for who they are, and it won't trigger you because you are so confident in your beautiful energy of love and respect and value towards yourself. So for this person, this is very, very painful, but don't put all your energy into trying to forgive somebody who has really hurt you, and who have done a lot of harm, in emotional damage and all that. Focus on yourself. Take accountability of what is my role in this whole thing. Always in relationships, take accountability of your part, because we are also doing something, right? It's not just one person. So take accountability for whatever that part of you which attracted such a person into your life, and work on that. Work on self love, self worth, self respect. This person has lost her complete respect in front of the other person, right? So work on that self respect and self value. Then the other person is nothing. Then you just move forward in life and meet people of that vibration. When we heal, we start meeting people who have also worked on themselves. That's the beauty of this universe. It's always a mirror. Whoever we meet are showing you your vibration, what you need to work on, right? And when we heal that and move forward, we also meet people who have worked that previous level and moved forward. So this is something
Nitu, there is something wrong. Your Wi-Fi is
about yourself.
unstable. Unstable, I think,
Sorry.
Nitu.
Yeah, can you hear now?
Yeah, we lost you
Can
for
you
a
hear
few
now?
minutes. Yeah,
You're really, my internet is like slightly, yeah. So what I was saying is, when you come to that very stable space, once you feel, you are able to breathe, because it's pain is always there, right? And in close relationships, there's a lot of pain. The first step is acknowledging that something has hurt you. It is painful. We don't have to be superhumans. We don't have to immediately work on ourselves. Experience the pain and move through the pain. And once you feel ready to work, start working. And once you feel you really know who you are and what you deserve, then you can slowly work on forgiveness. That should not be the first thing you are attempting ever. The first thing is acknowledging your hurt in any relationship. I am hurt and I deserve to my feel. And then start working on yourself. Then get into forgiveness and letting go and all. That's the last step. Okay, so that's my answer for this one. And now Naina will address a few questions. Yeah, Naina?
Yeah, thank you, Shri. Thank you for sharing your insights. Okay. So I wanted to expand
Thank
a
you.
little bit more. Like Sri now shared about things from a individual perspective. What are our belief system? What we believe about ourselves, our self-worth. Am I really feeling good enough, being lovable? But I wanted to expand it to a little more because we are not individual islands of existence. We have a whole system behind us. We have a whole system which expands to our parents, siblings, our family system, our ancestors' lineage, then to the place we belong to, our community. All these have influence on us from a very young age. And I also work more on the systemic perspective, like in our lineage. What we see is it is said that when we start our life in the very early ages in our mother's womb, the whole system, a belief system, or whatever we can say, the patterns, it's like it's instilled into us like a program, like a software. So we carry an ancestral pattern lineage along with us. So when two individuals come together into a common space, especially in love relationships, we are not just carrying just our personal experience, what we just experience as an individual. We all have a whole system behind us. What happened in our lineage, our intergenerational patterns, traumas, which are not addressed in the past. Even it's said that we have an ancestral clock tickling inside us. Okay. So whenever a toxic relationship, whenever we enter into a toxic relationship, whenever we experience separation, divorce, we are not just doing it for ourselves. It's also coming from the patterns which we follow as a latest generation in our family lineage. So when two individuals are coming together, we have our own past experience from this lifetime, our inner child wound, our experience with our parents. If you all believe in past life, of course, our own past life baggages and also our intergenerational patterns which we carry. That's what we bring it into table. Okay. So the next question was about, as married couples, how can people touch the best possible feel within the relationship as both of them come from entirely different backgrounds and upbringing, meet at a certain age where by the time they have developed into individuals of own personalities and thoughts. So for that, my answer is be conscious, aware of what what am I experiencing within myself? Be in touch with my own self. When I enter into a relationship, what I really want to experience from this relationship. Am I expecting this person to make me feel in a certain way? Am I giving the responsibility to this person? He or she should make me feel that I am lovable. He or she should be, our partner should be able to meet all our emotional needs. Are we looking into these needs? Are we looking for these needs in our relationship? If we are expecting that, we are actually operating from lack, not being enough. So whenever we operate from a lack space, we can always see it will bring abuse, toxicity in relationships. So many have shared like being in toxic relationship, entering into a relationship with people who are narcissistic patterns, who have narcissistic patterns. But we also need to understand that what is this narcissistic pattern? That person's trauma response. That's how that person has actually learned to cope up with their own trauma. But what we can look into is what what is the reason I attracted this person into my life? Am I experiencing toxicity for the first time in my life when I entered into a love relationship? For most of us, it's not. Any of you are experiencing a toxicity, abuse in their relationship. If you look into your past, it's not for the first time you experience any kind of abuse in your relationships. Definitely, there may be a root cause source to it. So, what we need to look into is the source of it. So, when we enter into a relationship, first see, am I responsible for whatever is happening in my life? Whatever I experience in this relationship, am I taking 100% accountability, responsibility of it? Am I expecting this person to meet my needs? If we try to use people for our material gains, we all understand that we are using the person, we are taking advantage of it, and we don't want to use another person. But if we are actually looking into meeting our needs from a relationship, are we not taking advantage of that person or using that person? There also, we are actually using the other person to meet our needs. But rather than expecting other person to meet our needs, look into ourselves. What am I feeling about myself? Am I looking into a relationship to gain certain things like maybe emotional support? So, what is my belief about love? How was my childhood? So, conscious relationship means whatever I experience, I take 100% responsibility of that. And I will look into my patterns. Whatever I wanted to experience, is that I am experiencing right now? So, we can look into that. Again, it's also coming to, as Sri had already shared, what are our patterns. Okay. So again, coming into the systemic aspects of it, we are not islands. We have a whole sea or ocean behind us as our family system. So what happened in our family system? At least in our 4, 5 generation, up to our 5th generation, we have strong influence of our ancestors, whatever happened in our family. So just to understand our system, to have a connection with our own ancestors, what happened in our system, from where I am coming from, that is also important when we enter into a relationship. So once we enter into a relationship, then take responsibility of whatever is happening in my space. So the next question is about, is it wrong to manifest a specific person in our life? Is it against our life purpose or other person's life purpose? So I understand this question as mostly in love relationships and friendships. We wanted to have a specific person in our life. Can we manifest a specific person in our life? Of course, it's not against anyone's life purpose, but we also need to understand that we all have our free will. We have our choice. We have our free will. We all can intend to have this person in our life. When we intend or when we want to manifest a specific person in our life, what actually we want is that experience, that feeling which we had experienced from that person. Actually, it's not their looks or how they behave, but how I experienced it. So we always wanted that experience back. That is the reason why we look into manifesting a specific person in our life. So, of course, you can intend But once we intend and manifestation is actually effortless, letting go is also important. So, what I understand it is, if you really wanted to experience, that experience will come to you. If not that same person, but you can have that experience with uh, what you really wanted to in your life. Okay. So I think we have covered most of the topics which you have asked. Anything more, you can put it in the chat. And here
Yeah, anybody wants to have ask
I
anything?
also
Yeah.
wanted to expand a little bit more. We shared here about love relationship, friendships, but we also have our relationship with our colleagues, of course, in-laws. We can't actually forget that part. In-laws, our boss, our colleagues. Okay, if we are experiencing, most of women has shared that they have a tough time with their in-laws. Okay, so to answer it from a systemic perspective, we all need to look into our family of our experience in the family of our origin. It's not actually the mother-in-law or the father-in-law or the boss or our colleagues which actually triggers us. It may be something, some experience which we had as children. They are only triggering that experience from our own childhood wounds. For example, if you feel that your in-laws are controlling you so much, where have you experienced it earlier in your life? If you feel that you have a difficult boss, you can't approach them, you feel so scared, you don't feel confident to express towards that person, what this person is triggering inside you. Where have I experienced it before? Of course, in my childhood. This person is only mirroring whatever that wound or trigger which we have inside us already. This person is just a mirror. So, whatever experience we have, whoever we meet, all people are just mirrors from our own past experience. It can be our parents, it can be from our own past life, it can be some nostalgic experience which we have to let go due to several circumstances of our life. Everyone we meet are just mirrors. Whoever we meet in our life are just mirrors of our own inner world. So, what we can do, we can take it as an opportunity. See it as an opportunity to look into ourselves. What the mirror actually shows us, it's the reflection. So, we all can look into ourselves. What is this person showing me? See it as a mirror and take it as an opportunity for our own learning, for our own evolution. So, hope I have answered. We have covered almost all the questions. If you have anything else to ask, you can put it in the chat, or else we will go into the process. Are
Maybe
you
we
all
should take
ready
a
for the
picture before the process,
Yes,
Nayana. We always forget
yeah,
to
we
do
always
that.
forget. Yes.
And who's taking the picture?
I will
Who is taking? Can you take
I
it?
will do. Yeah.
Okay, everybody, camera on. At least one circle, we need to have a picture and give you a beautiful smile.
Yeah. Can you all come on camera,
Yeah.
please?
Yeah, please. We would love to see your
Nida, if possible, can
beautiful
you come
face
on
and
camera?
beautiful smile. Whoever can, please do.
Yeah.
Good. Anjana has woken up.
I think it's her morning.
It is morning, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Anjana. Thank you for coming on camera. Thank you. So we all can sit comfortably. We will go into the process now.
Yes.
Sit comfortably. If you want to switch off the camera, that's also fine. Sit very comfortably. If you want to have some water, have some water. I will play a music. Please let me know if you can listen. Can you all listen to the music?
Yeah,
And
we
my
can hear.
voice,
Yeah, we can hear.
you can hear my voice as well? Yeah, fine. Okay. Allow yourself to relax. Take few deep breaths in and out. Allow yourself to completely relax. Take a deep, slow breath in and exhale completely. One more. Slow, deep inhalation and full exhalation with a sigh. One more. Deep breath in and exhale. And as you relax, I want you to imagine there is a chair in front of you. Wherever you are sitting, there is a chair in front of you. And this chair is so close to your legs. It's so close to your body. It's touching your feet. And now I want you to imagine your mother is sitting in this chair. I want you to breathe into your body and see how does your body respond, knowing that your mother is sitting just in front of you, so close to your body. What's happening in your body? Let your body respond the way it wants to. Is it closing up, shutting down, repelling? Do you feel like withdrawing? You just want to run away from here? Or do you want to move ahead, close to your mom? Observe your body. What is happening in your body? Allow yourself to feel it completely. What's happening when you know that your mother is sitting so close to you? What is your experience of your mother? How we experience our mother is how we experience life. How close you can be with your mother, only to that extent you can hold anything close to you. It can be your partner, it can be your children, it can be even success or money. How much close you can be with your mother. That's what we experience in our life. If you couldn't take in the love of your mother in the past, that's okay. But right now, am I ready to open up, to receive fully from my mother? If you are ready, just open up your body and receive her love and tell her that, dear mother, mom, or amma, whatever you call your mom, address her by that. I'm sorry. I couldn't take in your love fully. Please forgive me for judging you. I'm sorry, mom. I couldn't take in your love. Please forgive me for judging you, for criticizing you, for not being understanding. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And as you say that, go back to being a little boy or little girl into your childhood. If you have a difficult time with your parents, just acknowledge it right now. And in the present moment, you are taking 100% responsibility of your own healing. You are willing to heal the relationship with your parents. Dear mom, with all my heart, I honor your life and your story. Dear mom, with all my heart, I honor your life and your story. I will always remember you and do something great out of it. From this moment onwards, I will try to take your love just as it is, without trying to change any of it. Mom, whatever you gave was enough. I will try to take your love just as it is, without trying to change any of it. I'm sorry, Mom. Please forgive me. Thank you for being there for me. I love you. See what's happening in your body. Would you like to take a step forward towards your mother? You can do that. However, you are comfortable. You don't have to force yourself. However, you can take a step forward towards your mother and visualize her blessing you. Or you can even visualize putting your head on her chest and breathe in the life force energy from her chest into your body. It's your life force energy, the love of your mother, the life force energy. Again, coming back to the present moment, taking few deep breaths in and out. Now, I want you to imagine your father in front of you. Look at your father's face. How close you can be with your father. Take that position. If you are experiencing life through your mother, you venture into the outside world with the love of your father. Father takes us to our outside world. What is my experience with my father? How am I feeling? What is happening in my body when I stand in front of my father? Is it fear? Am I feeling anxious? Looking into his face. What's happening in my body? Usually, fathers are the one who is excluded from the family because he was not always there, present for the family, because he had so many responsibilities to provide for the family. Most of us couldn't experience the love of our father as he is. There may be several reasons for us. Whatever we don't like in our father, but whatever we reject in our parents, we eventually become that because 50% of our DNA is our father and 50% is our mother. Once we reject our parents, we are rejecting a part of us too. Now is the time to just include him, however he was. You can tell your father, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry I couldn't take in your love. I couldn't take in your love fully as a child. Please forgive me. You are my father, and I am your child. I take your love. Whatever you gave was enough. Dear Dad, Papa, Acha, however you call, I take you as my father now. I take your love. Whatever you gave was enough. And know that He is always present there for you. Even if your parents are not here in the physical body, energetically they are present for you. You can feel that. You can experience your parents. Dear Dad, I honor your life and what happened to you. However you are my dad. I will always remember you and do something great out of this. You will not be forgotten. Now you are ready to take in His love fully. If you want to step ahead, take a step forward towards your dad and give him a hug. Do that. However comfortable you are, do that. Take a deep breath in and out. Come back to yourself. Now, I want you to imagine in front of you the most important person in your life. Who is that? It's you. Only you. You are the most important person in your life. I want you to imagine a little version of you who is feeling so fearful, anxious, not feeling loved, abandoned, ignored, not feeling lovable. Which self of you is experiencing that? Look into that little boy's or little girl's eyes. Tell him or her, I'm sorry. I never knew you were a part of me. I'm sorry. I never acknowledged your presence in me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me for judging you. Please forgive me for ignoring you. I'm sorry I abandoned you. I'm sorry I let you experience all these hardships alone. But now I realize, I understand. Now I want you to know that I love you. Thank you for being there for me, even when I ignored you. I love you. I understand this is the most beautiful relationship I can ever have in my life. Now onwards, it doesn't matter who doesn't love you or accept you, because I love and accept you just as you are. It doesn't matter who doesn't love you or accept you, because I love and accept you just as you are. I love you. Thank you for allowing me to connect back to you. Thank you. And I want you to know that you are the most beautiful child. I love and accept you just as you are. I love you. Take a step forward towards this little one. What he or she wants. A hug? Just give that. Just do that. And assure him or her that from now onwards, you are not alone. I am here. We are one. Let's hold hands together. Hold your little one's hand. Be in this love. Unlimited love from your heart. The unconditional love from your heart. Let it flow. Slowly come back to this present moment, keeping this picture in your heart. Coming back to the present moment. Bring both your hands together. Gently rub. Place it on your eyes, your face, stroking your whole body. Give yourself your gentle touch. And slowly come back to the present moment. Have some water.
Thank you, Naina. It was beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you,
These three
Naina.
relationships are the most important and beautiful relationships we need to cherish. If this is taken care, you don't have any relationship issues or any issues in your life. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Nina. It was so emotional. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. My connection is unstable, so yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
Naina.
you.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
so
much.
much.
If
Bala,
anyone wants
thank
to
you.
share, we can have few minutes or else we will wind up. So meet you all for the next full moon. Thank you. Thank you so much for
Thank
joining.
you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Nina, for sharing. Thank you so much.
Good
So nice.
night.
Night.
Thank you,
Bye. Take
Nina.
care. Good night.
Thank you so much for
Good night.
sharing that. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.